What are you doing? What's that?
I'll be right back.
Ugh,
Don't cry, but if you must.
oh my, are you serious right now? Get out of here.
All right.
Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am full on in a mood. I'm having one of those days where I really wish a lot of what is going on in my life right now was not going on in my life. There are things that are happening right now in this current moment. I am pre-filming this, but I will be in Las Vegas when you guys are watching this. Please send me love and good vibes and all of that because I will definitely be needing it. Today, let's hang out. I have a couple of new items that I want to try out. I have some Dermablend, new Patrick Ta. We've got a fancy mascara. We have a little bit of new. We're going to do a little bit of favorites mixed in, and then we're going to talk all things litigation. Whoa. Am I doing this? Am I opening my mouth? I have been like this for nearly 3 years. I've let you guys know that I am in an ongoing litigation nightmare, and we are headed straight to trial in February. A lot of you guys were asking that in my most recent Q&A on Instagram, along with a bunch of other things. And you know what? I'm just in a mood where I'm like a volcano about to erupt. I'm a valve that just needs to like let a little pressure out. And I just want to talk because I'm just not feeling good about so many things. And this is my safe space, and I refuse to have this space completely taken from me. I feel like I should be free to say how I think, feel, and what's going on in my real life, because if I'm watching a lot of my content recently, it's like there's this bit of me that is missing, this authentic part of me that is missing. And this whole experience has felt quite a bit silencing. Like it just has, because you're so afraid of saying something that could then start another lawsuit. Because I have now, in the past 3 years, I have been sued by the same person in 4 states. I have not gone online and cried about it and complained about it or talked much about it at all. I've just wanted to be strong, move through it. And here we are about 3 years later, and it's just been this ongoing, never ending, if I move, I get my hand slapped kind of a feel. And that's, you know, it is what it is. It is happening. That was very like therapy speak for me. This is happening. Just move through it. Do the best you can. And I'm excited for this to be done, obviously. Okay, we're gonna do just like a smidge of Tarte. Let's just erase the pores and feel better. Erase the pores and feel just mildly better. Oh, I still have to pack. I have things to prep. I don't know what makeup I'm gonna bring with me. I'm on my period right now, so that's adding to the mood. I am stressed. I have a stress zit right here. I almost never ever break out on my forehead. So that is how much I am like feeling the walls kind of go like this. Anyway, let's get some foundation on and we will chat. I'm gonna test out something I recently picked up at Ulta. This is the Dermablend CC Cream Continuous Correction. This has an SPF of 50. And like I said, I do use SPF on my face, but sometimes with foundation, it breaks me out. So like, I'm really gonna hope it's not one of those when it rains it pours situations, you know? We're gonna go in with the Rose & Ben C42, and I'm just going to load up the brush and pat. Am I still this dark? I don't know. Literally, I bought this a couple weeks ago. Ooh, this might be a little dark. Oh, woo-wee, I can smell that sunscreen. Wait. The foundation went on like a freaking dream. I have never tried this before. I'm excited to see how it wears. It's oxidizing a tiny bit. So with powder and concealer, I think it will balance out. This brush from Rose & Ben is hot. I love that. And then on my nails, I'm trying a new polish. This is the brand called Lacquer. Self-leveling polish. If you're curious, you guys always ask what's on my nails. And this one is stunning. I love it. Let's see what else I can talk about before we dive into me currently being deposed. I want to share with you guys that the Lilysilk code is activated once more. We're doing this one more time. I've done 2 videos with them, and every time I do a video, the code only lasts for a very short period of time. A lot of you guys reached out and you wanted the code to come back, so I was able to do that, and I wanted to let you know. Go check those videos out. The cardigan that you see me wearing in this video is also Lilysilk. I just can't stop wearing their clothes. They're really, really comforting, so just cozy, well-made. I love a natural fiber. They have everything from cashmere to, of course, silk. I want to say they have some wool on the site as well. What is this one made of? Yeah, this is 90% wool, 10% cashmere. Love this. I will be wearing this non-stop this fall. Like, this is my favorite new cardigan, and you guys know I love a cardigan. So if you wanted to save some cash, Tati 20 for 20% off, go and check out the other videos for more try on. And now let's talk. Oh my gosh. Okay, I do have to take this off. Now let's dish. We've never done this. Why? Because I've been afraid of getting Look, here's the real deal. People can sue you for sneezing. Like, they can sue you for anything. Like, if someone has beef with you and they want to sue you, they can, and you have to defend yourself. And that's something that I have never been through in my life. Like, I didn't know that you could just be like, you're wrong, I'm suing you, and it's going to cost you money to defend it, and you're wrong, I'm suing you, and it's going to cost you more money to defend that. And it's just felt super crazy, again, to be sued now in 4 states. Oh my gosh. So I do have to remind myself always as I'm fighting this, because I don't want to fight with anyone. Like, I honestly do not want to fight with anyone. I did not throw the first punch. I'm getting a sore throat just talking about it. This whole thing is just heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking. So new blush is definitely gonna make me feel better. So we're gonna try on She's Wanted. I never anticipated being in litigation like this, especially with someone that I knew, and it definitely has taken a toll on me. I like to kind of give it my best, like, no, I'm strong, I can do it, and like, this isn't hurting me ever. But the reality is that this has been really stressful, and it has affected me. I mean, I'm sure it's affected everyone. Okay, this might be too dark for me. What was I thinking with this? That's really dark, but also like kind of nice. I kind of love that. And I am like distracted by blush. Okay, I did not initiate any of this illegal whatnot. A lot of the law channels, like, because a lot of people had been covering it, especially when everything first went down and I had left the internet and this was happening. A lot of people were like, this is crazy. Like, why did these 2 parties have to battle this out this way? And why did no one settle? And I've never stated this online at all. I really haven't talked about anything. The full baby scoop is we were having problems getting along. There was some tension. People were not getting along. And I had a desire to just keep the company moving forward and grow the company, and everyone would still have ownership and be paid. But clearly we could not all work together. And there's more detail on that as far as why I felt that way so intensely, but that's for another time. So there was talk of like, how can we make this work? And then we got served with the complaint, which had so much in it that was just like, oh my gosh, like what? Like, so sideswiped. I had no idea anything like this could ever happen. It was really one of the biggest punches to the gut that I have ever experienced in my life. And it was filed in California, and no one lived in California. Like no one lived in California. The company isn't based in California. The employees don't live in California. I didn't live in California at the time. I'd already moved. He didn't live in California at the time. So it was like, why is this being filed in California? This is super weird. And because this was during COVID, the hearing date to see if the case would move forward or not was like a year-long wait. So I just kind of had to sit on my hands and be like, oh my gosh, everybody's speculating about everything. I can't comment on this. I have to just deal with it, like with everything hanging out there and wait. And so we did. And then I came back to YouTube and got sued for defamation in Washington over, I still don't know what, because I don't feel like that video was defamatory. Anyway, moving on. Now we're doing the case in Nevada. There was a blip where we got sued, same person, in Texas as well, won that. Now we're in Nevada and things are finally moving forward and we have a trial date and I feel really, really good about it. I am ready to be in a new chapter. I am ready to have this behind me. I'm ready to really heal from this whole event because the kind of stress that hangs over your head when you're in something like this that feels so chaotic and crazy just kind of makes you feel like you can't enjoy your life. You don't want to go on vacation. Like a lot of people are like, oh, Tati, when are you going to get your new wedding ring? And I'm like, not until this crap is out of the way because I can't think about anything until this is done as far as like enjoying my life. I feel like my life has been put on hold because I'm dealing with a kind of stress that I have never, ever known. And, you know, I'm moving through it. I'm just overjoyed that we're near the finish line. So right now, as you are watching this, I will be in Vegas. Literally as this goes up, I will be in a room with a bunch of lawyers and I will be getting deposed. And that word sounds really terrifying and it's nothing I'm looking forward to. You're sworn in under oath and you get asked everything, like email communication, that kind of stuff, like even some embarrassing stuff, like if in Discovery they've dug up like any little mishap in your life or going into what can feel a little bit accusatory, I guess. I don't know. You're just asked questions to do with the case. I don't have anything to hide. I mean, it doesn't make it any more pleasurable, but I don't have anything to hide. And I have been incredibly forthcoming through this entire event. So I don't feel nervous that I'm like, oh shoot, I hope they don't ask that, or I hope they don't do this. Like I'm not feeling that. I think from watching movies, I think it's gonna be like an interrogation, like with the light hanging from the ceiling and like the Law and Order music. And like my brain wants to make things like 100 times more terrifying than maybe it actually is. So I have like worked myself up and I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to sit in a room with a bunch of men and be questioned about who I am, how I am, why I am. And it just feels really like, ugh, you know? So I'm freaking out. I'm kind of freaking out. If there was any way to like not do this, that would be a joy. But this is something that does happen if you find yourself in a sticky situation like this. But I will say this again. I am excited for trial. I'm excited to get this behind me. And sometimes in life, you don't have a choice. You just have to put one foot in front of the other, keep going, know that there's a plan, know that you can learn from every event, no matter whether it's good or bad. And I try to kind of calm myself down with that. I was like listening to spa music this morning and I'm like, wow, this is like, has not gotten to me like this until this past week. And for some reason, it just like, it just hit. It just hit like we're really doing this. And how sad is that? Ugh. All right, we're gonna do brows and I cannot talk and do brows. So we're just gonna spa music. I'm back into my Honeybee Gardens Island Spice. This is the shade. Like I have a lot of shades from Honeybee Gardens, but this one, this is it. This coming with me to Vegas. You know what I randomly am thinking about? Because I was like, gosh, what can I do to like decompress while I'm in Vegas? I don't know that I want to like sit at a slot machine. I'm not a cards girl. I don't know that I could sit through like a show and be like, oh, my life, no, Cirque du Soleil, like freaking me out right now. And then I'm like, you know what I miss? Going to a good buffet. Pre-gluten allergy, I used to love a Vegas buffet. I just love trying everything. I'm like, I will have pizza and some chow mein and weird Danish and some like just like the whole array. I love that. Anybody else so down with a buffet? Most people hate them. They're like, that is cheesy. Like, stop it. Like, have better taste. I'm like, I just want a bite of everything, you know? Saddest Vegas trip ever. Are you kidding me? All right, I'm gonna go into Charlotte Tilbury Dance Floor Princess. How cute is this itty bitty guy right here? Oh, it's a refill. Oh my gosh. I was like, I got sent minis. They're refills. I'll have to put this in a larger tube. I'm still gonna use it. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous color. Does this read as like sophistication? I think so. I think I need to take this with. And then I'm gonna top it with a little lip plumper from Buxom. Just for a little juice. I tried the La Mer really expensive lip plumper. I bought it. I was gonna do a TikTok on it. And then I was like, I don't care, I'm trying it right now. It's so similar to this one from Buxom, except for this one is like a third of the price. So if you were ever looking for a more gel lip plumper that really just kind of brings your lips to life, but you don't want to spend the $100 La Mer price tag, go for the Buxom. Oh my gosh, I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm hot, I'm cold. The AC is like pretty cranked back here. We're putting the sweater back on. This is just the mood right now. We're gonna go with it. I am gonna go in with a little bronze. Okay, the thing that I'm most excited about once I am through this final chapter, like once we're out of trial and everything is done, is this looming, like, there's been a change in me knowing that my every move is accounted for and could be twisted to be used against me. So even sitting here and just sharing with you guys, like, hey, this is really happening in my life. This is what's going on. If I have seemed a little bit off in the last couple of videos or whatever, like this is what's happening. And this is the level of stress. And I don't want to just be like, I can't say anything, but, you know, because I've been doing that for a long time now. And not that I need to be nasty or intentionally drag anyone, because I don't want to do that. I honestly have just like let go. I'm full on letting go and letting this be and responding and just kind of praying for a really good outcome. I've worked really, really hard on not being bittered by this event. I don't think nasty things about other people anymore. Like, I just don't do that. That's just nothing I want in my life. I don't want that for myself. And I've worked really hard to be aware of when I'm doing that. Like, we're all a little guilty of it sometimes. If you're in the shower and you're like, I'm having this epic fake conversation and what I would say and how I would say it. And like, so that you would know that I'm hurting and you would know that you hurt me. And that can take a lot of your energy from you. And I don't do that. I actually have learned to let so much go, which has been really great. Except for now that we're nearing the close of it, I'm like, oh crap, like this really messed my life up. I'm like feeling like the muscle tension, like kind of release almost. And like my nervous system kind of starting to release. And I'm just like, there's going to have to be more healing here for me because this was a really nasty event. And I still don't feel free to really talk about it in full because there's this fear that I'll get another lawsuit that I'll have to spend a ton of money on defending. And, you know, you can say, oh gosh, that's like not fair. And yeah, it's not, but it can happen. And I guess I'm ready to feel really free again. I'm ready to feel fully myself again. And that's the most exciting part of this coming to a close soon, you know, because I haven't. And it's been terrible to feel that way, to live that way for so long. What did I just do? I just put highlight on my eyes. Think like I was like zoning out. Oh my gosh, I was zoning out doing the like, oh my gosh, like what will they ask me? I know you guys are so sick of this, but I'm not. I'm not. I was looking at older videos recently, and sometimes you can tell I would try so hard to constantly be trying new things that my look would be so all over the place. And now I'm actually relatively consistent. Like I'll try a couple of new things here and there. Like today I'm doing a new foundation. But if I find like an eyeshadow that I like, or a color or a shade or something that just works, that's easy, I go back to that over and over and over and over and over. And I don't find myself getting as bored as easily anymore. I don't know if you guys are in the same thing. But it's like if you find a brown shadow that like works for you, that's like the perfect shade. Like this one right here, she's chiseled. I love this. And I really like it just on the outer edge. It's like the perfect shade, even though it's a contour shade. And I just keep using it. Whereas like back in the day, almost every time I do my makeup, I'd be using a new eyeshadow palette. Just because like there were that many launches and it was like, you know, like all these drops all the time. I just don't do that anymore. What do you guys do to relax? If you have an event in your life that's like the most nerve, like undoing, like the most like, ugh, what do you do? What do you do? I'm gonna go in with this Suva Hydra Liner. I have not used this one. I feel like I've used this back in the day, but this is a new one. That went on nice. Okay, I got a sample from Sicily. You know, I bought the Doubleton store and they were kind enough to give me a mascara sample, but this just looks really questionable. Let's try it. I mean, that's really lovely. That's nice, but I'm sure it's a Sicily price tag of like $5 bajillion. I don't know if it's worth it. Do love that primer though. I should have thought about making this video before like the posting time of actually being in Deposition, because I really, like, I want to take a poll. Like, and it won't make sense if I just randomly ask the question over on IG, but like, I really want to know, like, should I wear glitter to Deposition? Does it make me look like less serious of a person? Does it make me look like just like a makeup ditz? You know, like I think I need to go in feeling like my best and like full business. And then the other part of me is like, no, be your authentic self. Like that's what this whole thing is. Like be your authentic self and just be. Today, to boost the mood, we're doing a little glitter. Just calms me right down, you know? And I don't know that I like that mascara. I'm actually gonna go in with the Grande Lash Grande Drama just for a little extra something. I hope that wasn't too stressful for you guys. It was both stressful and also like a release for me. So thank you for hanging out while I chit-chatted about something very real, very vulnerable going on in my life. I will literally be in Vegas when this video goes live, so leave me your comments and please send me that good love and support. I love you guys for hanging out with me through this whole journey. I know it's been bumpy. We are almost through this where I feel like a more relaxed version of myself is on the horizon, and I'm really hopeful and excited for that. So expect a few more updates here and there as I'm in the final showdown, and we're almost to the home stretch, and I'm really hopeful and I feel good about it, and I think it's gonna go great, and I can't wait for trial, and I wish it would just be here and we'd be just out of the darkness and onto better things. That being said, I'm gonna go and do the rest of my day. I hope you guys are having a good one, whatever you are doing. I love you, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah.